Just in time for the IRS's transition to going paperless, the IRS To Go app could save you a lot of heartache and time and frustration. I'll tell you how to use it and what it does, that and more coming up. I don't think I've ever given the IRS a compliment, okay? And it's not that I'm a mean-spirited person. It's just the IRS just tends to draw out the worst in me or really have a lot of things that I can be critical of. But yeah, I guess I got to give them their flowers, or whomever came up with it. But the IRS To Go app could actually save you a ton of time, a ton of frustration, and again, is really timely in regards to the IRS starting to transition to go paperless. If you're not familiar with that, just did a video on it recently that, yeah, the IRS has officially gone paperless starting September 30th of 2025. Right now, what it means for this tax return, they're in a transition time period. So if you're getting a refund, they want you to set it up to be direct deposit. And if you don't provide your direct deposit information, they're going to send you a notice. And if you don't give a legitimate reason why you should be exempt, then they're going to continue to pester you until you provide that information, and it could really delay your refund. And yeah, if you just dig your heels in and say I'm not giving it, then this year you might get your refund in a paper check a lot later, like several weeks down the road. Next year they probably won't do a paper check. And then if you owe taxes or you're paying an estimated tax payment, yeah, they'll still collect and take your check right now, but they're saying at some point they're going to stop taking checks. You'll need to do it all online. I think this is going to be a big frustration for some that are already operating this way. You might say this, no big deal, but for a lot of people, millions of people, it's going to be a change. And so introduce the IRS To Go app. And I can't even say it with a straight face, but yes, the IRS created an app that you can use on your phone, and it actually is very basic. And it's very simple. I'll get the first question, the question that I had, right out of the way. And well, does that mean I need to log in order to use it? And no, I would expect eventually there will be an IRS, app that you're going to need to log in and all that sort of stuff. And you'll need to do a little identity verification here, but you don't need to log in. This is designed to be just a quick reference for you to check your refund status, make a payment, and both of those, again, online or digital here right on your phone. Or you can get some tax help or connect with them on social, which I doubt anyone's going to do that. So let's dig in. First, checking your refund status. You can do this on a computer. You can go to the IRS website and check your refund. But now, right there on the IRS To Go app, you'll need to input just a little bit of information. Like I said, you're not going to need to log in. You're not going to need to put in a bunch of information. And just by entering the right information into these fields, click Check Status, and there you go. You'll know, yeah, your return's been accepted, or your refund's being processed, or there's an issue, something like that. In my experience doing this in the past on the website, they don't give you a ton of information. It's not like, it's sort of similar to the Domino Pizza Tracker if you're familiar with that, but not really. There's not a ton of information, but at least it'll be right at your fingertips. And one of the common questions we get from our tax clients at some point this year is, hey, well, where's my tax refund? And we try and tell people, give them that expectation, but now right here on the app, you can get it. And then the other main thing you can do is make a payment. And again, for right now, during this transitionary time, the IRS is still allowing you to write a check and mail that in. There is an increased likelihood that will be phasing out by the end of this year. We don't know the exact time frame. At some point, the IRS is going to stop taking checks. And so right here on your phone, you can make a payment from your bank, from a credit card, something like that. There are some extra steps when you do that. So yeah, you don't need to log in, but you are going to need to put some personal information in there, digging in a little bit, and verify your identity. You'll verify your identity by providing some details of a previously filed tax return, and so that they can match up and say, oh, well, you've got that information plus your name and this information. You must verify, you must be who you say you are, and therefore we'll let you make this payment and deposit on the account. And so there you go. Should be very easy for you to do. I haven't done it just yet. I probably will test it out here next time I have to make an IRS payment. But the IRS To Go app seems like it could be a big help and avoid a lot of frustration and answer some questions about where your refund is and how to do electronic payments. So make sure you download that. And then, of course, for your entire tax picture, Tax preparation is one thing, but planning for your taxes, that's the work of your CFP. Tax planning. It's one of the 6 areas of your financial life. So make sure you're working with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well. Or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.